We all sit here and wonder where the good times went. We all look at the past and view them as some of the best memories we ever made. We all wish we could go back, but part of this isn't just the memories. It's who we were when we were living them. Where did that person go? I feel like I haven't seen them in such a long time, but I wish I could just talk to them, even if it was just for a moment. And this leads to question ourselves about who we really are. Are we still that person from a few years back, or is that person completely gone? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 3 crucial pieces of advice that'll help you find yourself. So, you want to know who you really are, and here's the first step. And it's not something you'll find on a motivational podcast or in a self-help book. I want you to grab a piece of paper and simply write to yourself, your current self, and your past self. Write what you're doing in life right now, your biggest regrets, your worst fears, your wildest dreams, and seal it. Put it away, and check back in the future. Because when that day comes, when you open that note, you'll finally see how far you've come. You'll see if your younger self's wishes actually came true, or if they changed along the way. And that moment, that's one of the biggest eye-openers you'll ever experience. See, most people think they grow out of their past selves, that the kid they used to be just disappeared. But that's a lie. Your younger self never leaves you. They're still there, under all the noise, the stress, the routines. And when you take the time to write that letter, you're not just journaling. You're opening a conversation between who you were, who you are, and who you're becoming. You'll realize that you've been chasing the same feeling. You just forgot what it looked like. So do this one thing. Write to yourself. In a few years, read it back. Because that's when you'll know. Not what your future holds, but how far that little kid inside you has already come. And this is step 1 to truly finding out what you are all about. Now, go. Grab that paper. Your younger self is waiting. And now, here comes step 2. Spending time alone, with no distractions. The second step is to learn how to be alone. Not lonely, alone. And there is a difference. Turn off your phone. No music, no scrolling, no distractions. Just you and silence. Most people run from silence because it forces them to hear what they've been avoiding, their real thoughts. But that's silence. That's where your depth lives. When you sit with yourself long enough, you start noticing things. What actually excites you, what drains you, what feels right, and what feels forced. You start realizing how much of your life is built around other people's expectations. And for the first time, you begin to see the outline of your essence, the raw, unfiltered energy that's been buried under years of noise. So find those moments. Take walks alone. Go for a drive with no destination. Sit in your room with no background noise. The world is loud, but your answers are quiet. You just need to give them space to speak. That's where your power hides. It's all in the stillness. Because it's only when the world goes silent that you can finally hear the whisper of who you're meant to become. And it's not instant. You won't suddenly find yourself. You'll rediscover pieces, slowly, painfully, but beautifully, until one day you realize you're not lost anymore. And now for step 3. I want you to do what scares you, but purposefully. The third step is just chase what scares you. Not the kind of fear that keeps you safe, the kind that keeps you stuck. The fear of failure, the fear of looking foolish, the fear of being seen for who you truly are. Because on the other side of that fear is usually your untapped self, the part of you that's been waiting to breathe. Every time you do something that makes you uncomfortable, you strip away one more layer of who you are pretending to be. You stop living under limits that were never yours to begin with, and you start unlocking your potential. So take the leap. Ask that question. Start the project. Move towards the things that make your heart race, because that's your inner compass screaming, "This is where you grow." You'll never discover your potential by staying where it's safe. Growth doesn't live there. Purpose doesn't live there. Every great version of yourself exists beyond the edge of your comfort, and the only way to reach it is to walk straight into the fear that's been holding you back. So, write to yourself, sit with yourself, and challenge yourself. That's where you uncover your truth. Not the one society hands you, but the one carved from your own experiences, scars, and moments of courage. Because in the end, that's what this journey is about. It's not about finding some perfect version of yourself. It's about unlearning who you were told to be and remembering who you've always been. So take the time, do the work. Face the silence and step into the unknown, because that's where you meet your purpose. That's where you meet your power. And that's where you finally come home to yourself. Thank you for watching.